Back with another one on Chogdi Football TV. Welcome back to another one. It's been a minute. Seems so to me. So I'm here to talk about the Chelsea versus Newcastle game. Very interesting game. I think so far that has been one of the best games of this weekend, in my opinion. Very end-to-end game. The game ended 2-2, a 2-2 draw. The game took place at St James Park, which is a very very tough place to go play. To be fair, Newcastle have really built a fortress around St James Park. It's very very easy. It's very very hard. I mean, very difficult to go there and nick a point. Talk less of a win. You know, it's a very tough place. Like I was, in my opinion, that Newcastle midfield of Tonali, uh, Guimarães, and the Brazilian dude. That I can't. His name eludes me, but that midfield three is one of the toughest midfields to me. Like it's one of the toughest midfield three in my personal opinion. Like they are very they are very strong, they are very compact, they are very physical. Like they can score, they can dribble, they can tackle, and aside from Arsenal's midfield three, in my opinion, for me, they are the best midfield three in the Premier League. Um, Newcastle have been, let me see what are they on the table. Chelsea are currently fourth on the table, and Newcastle at the moment is, what are they on the table? Newcastle is 11th on the table at the moment, which is very surprising. But irrespective of that, they are a very very tough team to play against, whether it's home or away. First half, they dominated Chelsea. Like they absolutely bullied Chelsea in the first half. They were winning all their duels. They were attacking relentlessly. Chelsea like could barely like string 2 3 passes out of that midfield. They from that first half. If I was to have made my decision based on that first half already, I would have said that Newcastle was going to leave with a win. I was even thinking Newcastle were even going to score more goals. But this is also where you have to give kudos to Chelsea and kudos to Maresca. That Maresca dude is an incredible coach. Incredible coach. That man is a tactician. I don't know what motivation speech he gives his players, but Chelsea are a very good team. Chelsea are a very good team. Like, I think people try to underestimate how good that Chelsea team is. They are such a good team. They are very relentless. That's something about them. They might not be the most proper team because they are still growing. All their players are still fairly young. They might make defensive mistakes here and there. Um, their goalkeeper might have bozo moments here and there. Their forward line in Pedro, Dilap, Guhi, Ganacho, these guys, they might be, very, very basic players, in my opinion. Nothing exceptional. But Chelsea just seem to be relentless. They seem to be relentless. And I just have to give it to them because I did not see them coming back in this game after that first half domination by Newcastle. But Chelsea seemed to, beginning of second half, they came back. They came back. A wonderful free kick by their captain, Reece James, who has been fantastic. Like, I can't sing, I can't finish, pardon me, I can't finish singing that guy's praises. Like, Reece James is a fantastic player, and this is something everybody knows. This is something everybody knows. His all-round play. This guy can defend. He's defensively strong. He can play in the midfield. He can attack. He can pass. He can play free kicks. He can play corner kicks. He's aggressive. He's quick. Like this guy is the full package. Reece James is one of a kind. He's the full package. You rarely see players of his kind in this modern day era. You understand? Like it's rare, and obviously he's been riddled with injuries here and there. But when this guy is in full throttle, this guy is a different level. So wonderful free kick by Reece James, and obviously a very good goal, second goal by Pedro, by Joao Pedro. I think Newcastle really let themselves down in this game. They really did let themselves down because that's Pedro's goal. That defender, I don't know what he was doing. I can't even remember his name, but I don't just know. Maybe his inexperience showed there, or well, it was a slip, and these things happen. But I just feel like that defender could have done much better, much better. I don't think if it was like Fabian Scher, Joao Pedro would have passed. I don't think he would have gone past Fabian Scher, in my opinion, or you know, the other standard Newcastle um, defenders. I don't think he would have gone past, but it was a howler from that Newcastle defender. I think it was Malik. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Malik Tiao. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Who was very good. He was very, very good though. Like in the game, he had a very good performance. Like he was very solid. But that mistake cost Newcastle. Cost Newcastle the game, and you could even see it on the face of their coach. He was disappointed. The fact that they threw a 2 goal lead away just like that. Another player I want to give big kudos to is Nick Woltemade. That's if I'm pronouncing his name well. He's the striker, Newcastle's recent striker or new striker. He's been fantastic. This guy has been fantastic since he came to Newcastle. He's been fantastic. Like whoever did the recruitment of this guy did a good job, did a fantastic job. Like 2 goals today. So far in the Premier League, he has played 13 matches, 7 goals. In the UEFA Champions League, he has played 3 matches, 1 goal. You know, no, so no, I'm wrong. In the EFL Cup, he's played 3 matches, 1 goal. In the Champions League, he's played 6 matches, 1 goal. So basically, he has scored so far. He's scored 9 goals this season, but in the Premier League alone, in 13 games, he has scored 7 goals, 1 assist. So that means 8 goal contribution in 13 games. Fantastic, man, fantastic. And when you look at the guy on the at the other side of the pond, Alexander Isak, he's been a flop so far at Newcastle. He's been a flop so far at Newcastle. You know, I'm sure when he was leaving, it was like it was going to be over for Newcastle. But this guy, Nick Woltemade, he has he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League at this very moment. Obviously, aside the big dogs like Erling Haaland and those guys, right? This guy he's one of the best. One of the best, at least, is better than what we have at Arsenal. It's definitely better than what we have in Gyökeres at Arsenal. So 2 goals for this guy today as well. The guy is tall, he's skillful, he's not the quickest or anything, but his hold up play is very good. He's very technical. His decision making, although today he could have done better with certain chances. And not just him. Other Newcastle players could have really put that game to bed. Other Newcastle players would have put that game to bed. They were just missing a lot of chances today. Newcastle players, they miss a lot of chances. Likewise Chelsea. Now, with me mentioning the guys that really performed well, what's his name? Tonali had an incredible game. Tonali had an incredible game today. Reece James was incredible today. Who else? Who else? Uh, Gilmares had an incredible game today. Caicedo was very good today. Woltemade very good today. Um, so those are my kudos for the players and the guy that played the right back for Newcastle. I don't know what that guy's name is, but that guy was a rock today. Like Ganacho couldn't see that guy. Ganacho couldn't do anything with that guy. Miley, I think that's his name. Louis Miley. He was incredible today. Incredible today. I don't think I've ever seen him play, but he really caught my attention today. Um, Gordon had a very good game today. However, I just feel like he misses chances. He misses too many chances. Gordon misses too many chances, but he had a very good game. And certain people came in. Harvey Barnes came in. That guy is another player that is very good, but misses a lot of chances. If he can do well with his end product, his career will skyrocket. For Chelsea, Garnacho, that guy has to improve. I can't believe that this is like he's probably Chelsea's best option at that position at the moment, Garnacho, at that left wing. But that guy needs to improve, man. That guy is doodoo water, man. Garnacho is doodoo water. Like, god damn, that guy is atrocious. Atrocious. Doodoo water. That's what I call that guy. The guy's decision making is poor. His end product is horrible. And he has promise. That's something about Garnacho. One thing I like about him is that he is relentless. He will continue to take on, the fullback, even if he loses the ball, he misses a chance. He's very relentless, and that is something you can't teach. You either have it or you don't. And I commend that about him. But aside from that, he needs to improve. He needs to improve with his end product and his shooting, his dribbling, his take ons, his decision making, because that guy was dumpster juice today, man. Ganacho was doodoo water. It was dumpster juice today. It was poor. Cole Palmer was quite quiet today. Didn't really, was just basic today, and we're going to allow him and say that because he's coming back from injury and all that. Even his first game since he came back from injury, he scored a goal. So these things take time. These things take time. So yeah, 2-2 was the final score of the game. Very interesting game. Newcastle dominated the first half. I'll say Chelsea kind of edged the second half, and actually thought it was. I didn't want the game to finish, to be fair. It was a very high level, high intensity game. And yeah, that's really about it, man. Thanks for watching. If you watched it to this very point, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and leave a comment in the comment section below if you have an opinion on whatever I've spoken about today. And until next time, peace.